Why would I throw in the towel? I just got in my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking my place.
Hey, welcome to the Quarter Report, brought to you by the Red Night Special, and this is Word on the Net. I'm your boy, Town Beards, and thank you for tuning in. Your first time to the channel, please hit that like, subscribe button, man. Let's get this content up there, man. Anyway, today's topic is Adam22 asking Young and Jefe and Munchie B what they don't like about Nojumper. Now, I seen the title of it, and I didn't watch it. I want to experiment, watch it with y'all, should I say. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about it, you know what I mean? And get to what they feel. You feel me? So with no further ado, let's get back to the situation that's at hand. You dig what I'm saying? And let's talk about it.
And what was your complaint about Nojumper? You said, Ant, you go first.
I got a complaint?
Well, you kind of made it sound like you were going to.
All right, tell me what I said. I'm coming on. No, I
asked Ant, I'm like, do you have complaints about narratives?
Well, I do have a complaint.
You were like, Ant, you can go first, and then I just wanted to know how you feel. Because I do know you have legions of people behind the scenes, on the comment section, etc., trying to basically convince you that you are not being true to your blackness or your Inglewoodness or whatever it may be by coming here.
So this, we just going to give a little shine because, like, you know,
no,
some people don't care. No, because they're part of the community.
All right, I would say be cryptic because we ain't trying to get nobody.
Now, I will say this, right? I rock with Munchie B, man. I think Munchie B a funny dude at time. I think he's a real serious dude, and from what the streets say, he's a real stand-up dude, right? I don't know him for none of these things. I just know from what I view on the internet and what I see, and you know what I'm saying, that come from. But what I will say is, when Munchie B get to drinking, he a little bit more loose with his tongue, but that's with everybody though. Anybody who gets to drinking, they're gonna be a little bit more loose with the way they. But he's a way more aggressive, and he definitely be going in. You see how he turned up that bottle. You feel me? So, Munchie B funny, man. Let's go.
Subscribers and no views.
We ain't saying nobody specifically, no name, just overall. The chats, they watching. We gotta give them.
See, and it's the thing, and this is what I mean when I say it's enough money out here for everybody. When you hear people say, we ain't mentioning no name, we ain't giving no subscribers and no views. You feel me? Like, to me, that sound like a hater move, because at the end of the day, one hand washes another hand. Even if they speaking on you, it's going to... See, people don't understand how this content creation space work. They want to say, oh, people talking about this. You know, bro, this is how you build up, bro. You build up in whatever way you see fit for yourself to come up. If you speak on something, shout that person out, good or bad. It's going to make people go over there and look at their content, then hear what they got to say, run back to you and see what you got to say. It's like a tit for tat thing over here, you know what I'm saying, with this internet. So, you know, when you hear people on here talking, I'm not giving no shout, I'm not giving no views, why? Is there a narrative that you don't want somebody to push out there that might be true? I just don't get it, because me personally, with somebody get in my comment section, like, I don't really... Like I said, I'm not making no more. I'm not even worried about it no more. Like, half the time when I'm reading the comments, if it's something good I like to hear, I'm like, if something negative, I'm not going to respond to it. You feel? I'm not going to give it that energy, because, you know, I can't let somebody rent space in my brain to have me thinking about them to the point where I want to get in their inbox and write a whole paragraph of why I don't want to subscribe to them or why I don't like it. It's just too much energy to go there and deal with that type of stuff. So it just, you know, it take a lot of energy out of you to be mad all day long. You know what I'm saying? To be mad at somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So it blocks your own blessings when you be mad at other people for nothing. You know what I mean? For something, for words, should I say.
You gotta give them some
shout out the chats. The chats go crazy.
So the chats be feeling like, and a few people be feeling like that Adam be starting a lot of shit, or Adam be doing shit, and they be talking about, oh yeah, you up there, yeah, you don't be holding them accountable. And I'm like, me, like, any motherfucker that watch Nojumper, if you watch Nojumper, like, you pretty much know how Adam podcast, you feel me? And I'm like, I don't really feel that I've been put in no situations, that will falter me to trip or like to check Adam. Like, you feel me? So, motherfuckers brought up they grievances. Oh, well, this situation. And I'm like, what? Like, all right. So that's, pretty much what we was talking about. So, you was like, hey, go first. Like, as if you had a grievance. Like, is it something you want to get off the Adam that you don't like he be doing or feel that he be doing or something?
No.
Or for the chats?
No. If it feels something specific that you seen that I could piggyback off, but I could go, but it wasn't something specific.
No, it wasn't anything specific. I mean, I already know like what he's talking about is like the main ones that come to mind are like Adam put P-Face Baby on the podcast with y'all to basically make you guys look like idiots because he used to say NK or something. Like, I don't know exactly how that would have worked, to be honest. I didn't like, I admit I fucked up. I should have introduced you guys to him, or I should have thought about like, oh, this guy has said this shit in the past. I shouldn't just put you guys on camera or whatever. Just, we'll give the world a sneak peek, because me and Munchie are going to do a podcast with P-Face Baby at some point.
Man, so they talking about different situations for personal beefs and shit. Personal beefs that they done had with people and things. You know what I mean? What do I not like about Nojumper personally? You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I can't say I really don't like because it's entertaining to watch. What I don't like is all the black on black crimes, and I just don't like the fact that the message that's being pushed for the gangbanging culture. You know what I mean? Because when you commit a gang that committed multiple homicides, a genocide on your own people, y'all knocking each other down. You got a whole generation of kids that just didn't make it to become grown up man that's gone out based on gangbanging politics. And gangbangers themselves and said they don't unalive their own people for people saying somebody was a snitch or a rat or something. They unalighted, then come to find out that the person wasn't a snitch or a rat, but they got to live with the fact they unalighted. See, they don't even look at life like that the person is. What about that person's family? See, this how the gang culture, which I don't realize, this how the gang. That's why if some gang members be like, I don't want my little brother gang banging, they want their family to stay away from me, because once they jump in and realize, once you win, you win. You know what I'm saying? Blood in, blood out type situation. You know what I'm saying? So, and it ain't nothing but destroying your community. You know what I mean? So, it's just a whole thing for me to see these brothers on here that's really just, and I call these brothers crash dummies, but with no disrespect intended. You feel me? But what I mean by, because they crash and burn for the dumbest things to me, like, oh, you gonna respect me? Wait till I see you, and then disrespect always leads to violence. Words always leads to violence. So my thing is, at the end of the day, man, you got kids. All y'all got kids. Most of y'all got kids. Like, I can't see how a man cannot look at his kid and just sit and say, I want better. I want to do better. I want to get my family away from this. I don't want my family to even walk out the house and be able to have to watch this kind of stuff. I don't want them to be influenced by this kind of stuff. Like, I don't understand a man that don't think like that. Like, me personally, ain't nothing on this earth can make me say, oh, I'm finna keep doing what I'm doing because this is what I'm doing. After I have, like, man, when you look your daughter in the eye or your son in the eye as an infant, when they turn at 1 year old, when they turn at 5 years old, and your mind is still gang banged out, now you got your son throwing up gang signs and all, man, you're a weirdo, bro. You feel me? You're a real weirdo. You know what I'm saying? So personally, Nojumper, don't give me, like I say, that's Nojumper, the Jerry Springer of the internet. So, you go there expecting to see clown activity. That's the thing about Nojumper. You go, that's like what the viral way was saying. They said people come to the viral way to get knowledge and get game and politics, real politics. You go to Nojumper to get all BS drama, female type talk, whispering, talk, all that. That's what you go there for. You know what I'm saying? And when you really look at it, like old boy from Texas was saying on Air It Out, he was like, man, that's a gang banging podcast now. No matter how you look at it, how you paint it, you got nothing but gang. Mostly everybody, 90% of the people that work there is gang bangers that you see on camera, not behind the scenes with the cameras and all editing. I'm talking about that you see on camera. 95% of the people that come up in there are gangbangers. So how can you really say that y'all doing something good for the community? What I will say is, Adam do give gangbangers opportunities to come on this platform and make some of their life. Now, if you want to get on there and promote this crazy gangbang life and crash out, like they had that little thing talking about why people don't never show this side of 4 Extras. 4 Extra never showed that side of himself. You dig what I'm saying? Like, for the Nojumper situation, whatever other podcast he went through and he was sitting there talking cool and calm, that's cool. But when he came to Nojumper with that energy. Off the back. Remember all that? Off the back, jumping up, pounding the table, all that, breaking his little bracelet on the table and all that old stuff, but in and out of jail, knocking people off. Now, nobody, it's just weird that when people get hurt, how the whole narrative has changed now. I'm like, oh, that's messed up. You know what I'm saying?
The
like,
near future to, which was actually P-Face Baby's request.
Yeah,
he said, put me in touch with Munchie. I want to talk to him.
Hold on. But during Gino interview, I requested that. Do you remember that?
Yeah. You suggested it, and I think I mentioned it to him, and then he was all about it. Yeah,
you're right. So my thing is this though. All right, Adam get a lot of slack for shit. Is he messy? I believe so. No, for sure.
Of course, Adam is messy. Why do you think he said himself? He'll put two people in the room that's enemies just so they can have a conversation on that because he wants something to spark. What y'all understand is Adam not one time has said, I don't want nobody in here beefing on podcast, none of that. He always say he got security for people who want to act up. He wants stuff to escalate. He wanted to just pop off there because when things pop off on camera, it make the views pop off. Oh, well, you seen what happened on Nojumper? Let's go over it. And it make the views pop off. Come on, y'all, let's use common sense here. You dig what I'm saying? Adam is the gatekeeper to all this whole situation. He's the puppet master. And that's what people understand. He's the puppet master. Do I feel like Adam is a racist? I don't feel like he's racist. I really don't. I feel like Adam just realized, like any business, you go get a business working for a law firm, right? You don't know if the owner of that law firm is racist or not, but if the owner of that law firm know that you do a good job at what you're doing, he gonna hire you for the position. Same thing with Walmart, a clothing store. Anyway, these people, you don't know if they racist or not, bro. So you can't say it's racist and use it. No, they hire Spanish, they hire whoever can do the job. In Adam's situation, this is a business. His business is podcasting. It just happened to be on the internet where you can actually have a visual. So when you got a visual and you got a visual of different age and different groups of people viewing your content, you will have different point of views about Adam. You will have the older crowd that's gonna look at Adam like, oh, he's a slave, he's a gay for this. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to play him in a way that he raising and use black people for this and this and that. But if that's what's making money, that's like me saying, okay, I'm finna go start a cornfield. Now I start a cornfield, but everybody where I moved to, I have relocated my life to, and everybody that know how to do this job the way I want it done is all black. Then I'm gonna go and hire black people to come do the job because I need the job done right? So if they do their job right and they all happen to be black, that's just the way it look. But if a white man do it, oh man, look, he got him working over there in the corn. First it was cotton, now it's corn, man. Like what's going on, man? This is racist. It's always some race when somebody try to give you an opportunity. That's just like the thing I heard about Flag TV. Well, Flag TV, I don't get it. Flag grew up in the Bay Area, man. Y'all dudes talking about he the feds and this and this. That dude grew up in the Bay Area doing mixtapes, bro. What are y'all talking about? He grew up in the Bay. Just because he's doing his podcast and y'all getting up on his name and blew up. Do y'all know who Flag was before he did the whole internet thing? I'm from the Bay. Flag is part of the Bay, man. You know what I'm saying? He got a culture behind it. He ain't just some dude that just popped out of nowhere and came on and started interviewing black people. Like, come on, y'all dudes is crazy out here, bro.
Sure, right? But you got to put a lot of blame on people that sit in these seats, especially if you gang members. If you can't sit in the seat and then answer questions correctly in the appropriate way, who's to say you can't go to jail and then answer to them police the right way? That's what I'm saying.
You know what it is? It's like when you're the president, everything gets blamed on you. There's an earthquake. For sure. You didn't make the earthquake happen, but eventually you will be held accountable because let's say there's some lady who was supposed to be in charge of earthquakes and she sucks.
No, it ain't a president thing, bro.
You put her in place, so it's ultimately your fault, which is why I take the blame. And at this point, I'm just going to check it out. I don't even give a f. But I take the blame for things that, like, you know, 4 extras screamed at 607 Unc in his face. I wasn't even there. I still got to take the blame for it. It's like I'm just used to this at this point, and especially because there are so many people on this podcast. Not you guys. You guys are actually like.
You set that up. You know what you was doing. You set that up with 607 Unc and 4 extras. Now Adam backpedaling. You know why? Because he don't have 607 Unc, and he don't have 4 extras no more. You feel me? That they ain't coming to the podcast like that. So now he lost 2 dudes that was bringing good numbers to the streaming for him. And now you sitting there talking, I take blame. Yeah, you got to think about your actions, bro. Like, you knew what you was doing when you did it. Now you got to live with the fact of that. Now you got a bunch of gang members in there because you know gang members going to at least keep the gang members in tune with it's going to keep your streaming going because LA got, 1,000 gang members or something? Well, homeboy was saying, I don't know, different gangs. I don't even know. But I'm just saying, though, when you got 1,000 gangs and you doing podcasting with gang members on it, I'm pretty sure you're going to have 1,000 views. That's why if you pay attention, y'all want y'all to pay attention to the game, right? LA podcasting, it's easy for LA podcasting to get views because, especially if they got a little name in the street for you know what I'm saying, being active in the streets or rapping or anything like that, it's easy to get views once you do your thing because people want to tune in. Oh, there's some gang, they talking about gang, so let's go over there and watch it. You dig? It's easy to get views doing that because your whole city going to be behind good and bad because they want to know what you talking about. That's why Jefe been getting a lot of slack. Anyway, let's get back to
rare examples of people who don't do this. So I'll even throw you in there. But there's so many people on this podcast who are, you know, they don't know what the going on. So they basically, it's super easy for them to say like, oh yeah, Adam made that happen. Adam is the reason why that happened. But ultimately, once you're in.
Well, and Jefe, I must salute you today, my brother, because you're not yawning. You ain't sleepy. You ain't doze off. So salute out to young Jefe for staying woke. You know what I'm saying? Salute to young Jefe. Don't care about nothing but the check stay. And he ain't catching no Z's. You know what I'm saying? He's really on his job today and he's really podcasting the way he's supposed to. So salute to Jefe.
In the situation, yes, maybe I put certain people in a room and there could be tension or whatever.
Maybe I spoke too soon. His lies look a little low. I was playing with you.
There's a lot, but think about how much of that I don't do. Think about how much we've never had ops on the podcast who weren't already pre-decided that they were going to get along.
If you work here long enough, you're going to start hearing all kinds of crazy narratives from fans and
that's what I'm saying. Motherfucker could have been cross some motherfuckers who don't supposed to be in the room with each other. Woo! Like, hey, come up here. You know what I'm saying?
But you see, yeah, you could have been did it, but that'll be a dummy move. And when you know the feds are watching, bro, when you know the feds are watching, come on now, y'all. When you know the feds are watching, what kind of move would that be to be like, oh, the devil called it back? Do you see what's going on with Loose Cannon, Whack 100, and Adam22? So who would put themselves in the trick bag like that? Who? To name a person that says, I know the feds watching, so I'm finna go stand in front of this house and go sell 10 kilograms and I know the feds watching me. Who gonna say, oh, I know the feds watching. Hey, man, come to Nojumper, bro. We got an interview from you. You know the feds watching and double and cross them up. Man, who gonna do that, bro? An idiot. That's it. So, of course, nobody's doing that right now because they know the feds is watching. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of talk about, you know where I'm at, pull up. But it ain't going to be none of that, bro. Come on. Let's go.
And they ain't got to put no flyer out, nothing. You come up here like I said. That's what I just be saying. But like I said, it ain't for me to think for others. Like, you know, definitely when you the one in a moment living it and know what's going on because you got a lot of for like this going up here as a play. And I'll be like, well, I ain't been involved in no plays. So
right.
I don't know.
Well, that's because they might not have told you was part of the play, and Jefe. Did you ever think about that? So you're right. Maybe you didn't know because at the end of the day, Whack 100, Adam22, and Lush is all known for setting up plays and doing things and backtracking. Oh, well, I didn't know, my bad. I should have did it like that. I should have did it like that. Come on, everybody knows about Nojumper, man. Only thing I can't say, man, shout out to young Jefe, man, for, you know, he keep going hard. He keep doing his thing and his content is bubbling up and he doing his thing. I respect, bro, for doing his thing. Like I said, please believe I don't dislike young Jefe. Like I said, young Jefe, Munchie B, Nina Boy, you know what I'm saying, Spider Lope, you know what I'm saying, Odium Slim, Fig, you know what I'm saying, Compton Rick Rock. Definitely come shout out to Compton Rick Rock. That's the OG, man. I fuck with Compton Rick Rock, you know, since you know land I rock with him. And you know, I definitely look at you guys' podcast. Y'all got you guys content, you know what I'm saying? Because it's very entertaining. You get what I'm saying? And I like the narrative y'all be pushing. One thing I don't like is the gangbanging part as far as the message that y'all be trying to send in there, like as if y'all really step in a certain type of way, which I'm not saying you ain't, but the way y'all portraying it on the internet, that you can't, you feel me? Anyway, Let's get back to this content.
You know what I'm saying?
But I get, and from the outside looking at it, so much of this, it's like you can't write this in the script. It seemed like it is a play. You feel me? So many of the things that randomly occur, like I'm watching it unfold in real time before my very eyes on the podcast, sitting here with everybody. Like, wow, I can't believe this moment is actually happening.
The biggest thing I always get brought back to every time something crazy happens, like this is what went through my head when I saw that suspect had pulled a knife on Brandon,
for example,
or like how I allegedly felt when it's like, you know, when I stepped back and was like, holy and Jefe and King Pill just had this really awkward exchange, and then King Pill tried to fight me in the lobby, and we have footage of it. Like so many.
Anyway, man, yeah, man, that's all. I just really wanted to speak on that, man. What they talking about, they don't like at the Nojumper situation. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, I just feel like, you know, it's a lot that go on at Nojumper, and I can understand. I'm glad he did ask them what they don't like up there, but you know, they all. Listen, that's like your boss saying, what do you don't like about your job? And the wrong answer you can get, it might be the reason why you get terminated. You know what I mean? But anyway, I wish y'all all a wonderful, blessed day, man. And this is the Quarter Report brought to you by the Red Night Special. And this is Word on the Net. I'm your boy, Town Biz, and thank you for tuning in. Please hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. And stay tuned for another one. I'm going to keep hitting y'all with them in the head, man. So y'all stay tuned for them.
Why would I throw in the towel? I just got in my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking